when we look at the past, you look at like the gold to silver ratio, and then you look at what it's been over the last few years and kind of, can you talk a little bit about that? Because there's been a huge difference than it had been prior in the past, and kind of what we're looking at and then moving possibly to gold.
So most of our clients over the past 4 years have gotten in and the ratio has been above 90 to 1. Today, it's 73 to 1. Right. So, but just like 3 weeks ago, it was 80 to 1. Right. So, so this ratio is coming down rapidly. What does that mean? Well, it could mean that silver is staying the same price and price of gold is coming down. That would cause that. Well, that's not the case.
Nope.
Gold is going up. It's up 60% year to date. So the only alternative that actually explains that is silver is outpacing gold, which is true. The numbers show silver's up 102% year to date, gold's up 60, which would make that ratio squish, right? So this is why we're allocated into silver. I don't care if we're in gold or in silver. They're both safe assets. I want to be in the one that minimizes risk, maximizes return, which is why we have been in silver since 2020, and it's outperforming and it's doing amazing. And so this is the question that I've had so many clients call with questions over the last couple of weeks, right? That are, Kirk, A, did I miss the boat? You haven't missed the boat unless you don't get on the boat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. So you don't, I mean, what's coming is going to be greater than what we've already seen. Then I had this other question. It's like, Kirk, when we liquidate, is there going to be any liquidity, right? When everybody's wanting to sell? It's like, it depends on what you're going into. When you go into bullion and it's a global commodity that's used for electronics, Sony, Samsung, LG, Boeing, Lockheed Martin, all they don't care what the price of silver is. They need it, or else they can't make a flat screen TV. So they'll just pass that on to the consumer. This is why bullion is so important. You just press a button, you lock it in, right? Now, if you were buying metals from a company that's selling out of their own inventory, a collectible, a commemorative, some kind of a rare coin, there's probably not going to be liquidity for that at the top of the market. How do I know? Because there's not really enough liquidity for it right now.
Yeah.
There's company after company after company that is not buying back metals from clients because they have more people selling, thinking, you know, an uneducated, they don't educate their clients like we do. And they think, oh, this is the top of the market. We want to sell and lock in our profits. It's like, no, you're selling prematurely. But they've got more people liquidating than they have selling. They don't have the capital to fulfill that. So therefore, they just say, we're not buying it back from you, right? So imagine what that's going to be like at the top of a market. This is why not all gold is good gold, not all silver is good silver. Only buy bullion that's a global commodity that's needed for manufacturing. So the liquidity will be there when you want to liquidate.
Right.
So good. So good. And one more thing on that, Dr. Kirk. In the past, what has typically been the ratio like that you would typically see between silver and gold?
I know for a little while there, it was like 111%, ratio this year.
That's the highest that we got to. The historical number that Stacy's asking about is, you go way back, it's like 20 to 1. Modern day numbers, like in 2011, we got to 30 to 1. So let's just call it 30 to 1, right? And even if we went to 40 to 1, it's half of where we started when most of our clients got in over 90 to 1. That's a doubling of your ounces. A doubling at 40 to 1. I think we surpassed 41. I think we get to 30 to 1, which is a modern number. But in this market where silver runs out, you could easily surpass that. Now, I've heard some crazy stories on the internet from some podcasters, which I think is clickbait, that, it's going to be 1 to 1. Silver's going to be the same price as gold. I don't believe that for a second. However, I do think that we're going to probably get into the 30 to 1, 20 to 1, right? Because that's what historical numbers would tell us. I'd rather under-promise and over-deliver, right? And if we get to that point, because when silver runs out and manufacturers still need it, yes, there's a rare case where it's like, maybe it does go that high. I'm just not banking on it, right? But nobody's going to be dissatisfied we get the 30-1 to 21, and you can double your ounces.
Oh my gosh.
And in addition, not just double your ounces, what you could have purchased from day one, but seeing the nominal price growth as silver's gone from 18 to 58 already. Imagine taking advantage of that growth plus a potential doubling of ounces when the ratio comes down. It's like, this is why we do what we do.
But it's so exciting to see where it is now. You said 73 to 1. It was 90. It was a high point of 111. You know, it's like, wow. That is remarkable. Flyover family, this is such a great time. If you go to flyovergold.com, fill out your information, get a free consultation, find out what are your options. They have such an amazing team. Everywhere we go, people always stop us and say, thank you so much for introducing me to Dr. Doctor and his team.
It was the number one conversation this weekend in California.
It was. That is exactly right. So you will be so glad that you did. Again, it's very simple. Go to flyovergold.com, fill out your information, or call 720-605-3900 to set up that free consultation. Do it today. Dr. Kirk, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it.
Everyone is talking about this.
The one thing that's very important part of my portfolio all these years is gold.
As gold hit all-time highs already this year.
And get a free info kit on gold today.
It's called silver.
Gold coin.
And though we are thrilled that everyone is talking about investing in precious metals, a lot of these 1-800 numbers will make you feel like just another transaction. That's why it's crucial to work with a person, not a faceless institution, when it comes to your finances. You deserve to be treated like family, not just another number. Dr. Kirk Elliott, who we've known for over 25 years, he doesn't just sell gold and silver. He offers trust, care, and a personal touch that an impersonal institution could never match. So when it comes to securing your financial future, don't just call a company, call a person. Call Dr. Kirk Elliott at 720-605-3900 or visit flyovergold.com to learn more.